Hi there, my name is Ethan Ladd and I'm the division manager out of Waukesha, Wisconsin. Today I'm going to show you how to pressure wash, how to set up and take down your pressure washer, maintenance, and any other concerns that might come up throughout your process.
From left to right, your equipment is black pressurized hose, pressurized extension wand, surface cleaner, gas can, pressure washer handle, handles extension, algae treatment siphon, black ladder clip, and a green bucket to store all of your equipment.
Before you do anything, before you set up any of your equipment, you're going to want to walk around the house and look for a few things.
The first thing that you're going to want to look for are any open windows. Also, take a look at screens because screens can be damaged by pressure washer. On the same route, it's important to also look for vents because water can get inside of vents and into a house. While you're walking around the house, you can also look for the water spigots and start developing your plan of where you're going to start on this house. First, screw the garden hose into the back end of the pressure washer. It usually sticks straight out, but some of them are different than others. Then you can take your black pressurized hose and clip it into the pressure washer. After that, I like to unravel the black pressurized hose and get it so it has no kinks in it and set it up to where I'm going to start on the house. After that, you just clip the black pressurized hose into the pressure washer wand. After you've screwed your extension onto the wand, you can turn the water on, and then you need to run water through the wand until you see it coming out. From weakest to strongest, on the left we have the black soap tip. This is the tip that you will use only for algae treatment and if there are any streaks from bug debris in the weeping holes of the siding. This is the tip that you're going to use to clean that up. Anything more than that will cause more of a mess. The lightest tip, and the tip used for all vinyl siding, is the white 40-degree tip. Then you have the green 25-degree tip, which is one step above that. You can use that on aluminum siding and gutters. Then you have the 15-degree tip, which is primarily for concrete. You really won't use it much, along with the red tip. These are both often too strong for the projects we have. You can use the yellow tip for really tough gutter stains if need be. However, you should warn your employees that the yellow tip and the red tip can cause serious damage to any project that you're using if used with negligence. The first thing that you'll see here is a demonstration of the ladder clip. Very straightforward. Once you get the ladder on the roof, you just clip it to the gutter on the inside. That just ensures the ladder's not going anywhere. When we pressure wash, we want to make sure that we're about 6 to 10 inches away or so. It generally covers about one single panel of siding. This doesn't change on the type of siding. The only thing that changes with various sidings is the type of tip that you're going to be using. When pressure washing, it's important to use consistent streaks with the wand. The last thing you want to do is just really quickly go over it a bunch of times. It is always more efficient to have steady and consistent pressure.
As mentioned before, to reach second story and third story peaks, you are going to use the extension wand. Setup is relatively very similar. You take your black pressurized hose and you connect it to the spigot at the end of your extension wand. To move the wand, you're going to unlatch these sides and just pull to extend. Every once in a while, you're going to be washing concrete. The surface cleaner is your friend.
You're going to want to use a white tip when washing wood, and you're going to want to back up just a little bit. So instead of 6 to 10 inches, I generally say about 8 to 10 inches. Washing wood is a bit of an art, however. I say that because you generally want to start farther away from the wood and work your way towards the wood as you're seeing fit. If you get too close with the white tip, you can still damage wood. The wood will start to splinter, and in my experience, the stain won't take as well to that spot as it did on everywhere else. Consistent and steady pace is the right way to wash wood. If you do it really fast, which is easy to do because it seems like an easy job, then you won't clean it up as well. The reason why it's important that you clean it up well is because it makes your job staining the deck a lot easier. Oftentimes wood has a ton of algae on it, so you're going to want to most of the time use algae treatment on the spots that have algae spores. To use the algae treatment, you just find the product that you're using. I like to put it in the green bucket just so I don't spill it anywhere. And then I take the siphon, I attach it to the pressure washer, and then I run that siphon back into the bottle of the product. The pressure washer should already dilute that product, and so you won't have to self-mix anything. The few things that we're not going to be able to remove with our pressure washers are rust, oil, and a really tough substance that comes in the form of black dots, usually found by wood chips, is called artillery fungus. So make sure that when you're doing the estimate and you're selling the project, to lay these things out so the customer knows that we are not going to be able to get this out.
Your employees and yourself are going to run into many different scenarios where there is a problem that has occurred. The very first thing that you should always do is make sure that there is gas in the pressure washer. The next thing that you should check for are any kinks in the hose. If there are any kinks and there isn't enough water getting to the pressure washer, that can cause your pressure washer to bug out, run very shoddy, and eventually just stop. If you're still having problems, a good way to start would be to check with the choke to see if you can give the pressure washer more gas and see if it'll run a little bit more smoothly. Now, before you take any of your equipment down, you better make sure to knock on the door, get the homeowner, and walk around the house with them. Make sure that they've seen the work that you've just done, and make sure that they know it's completed. So if they have anything else that they feel you have missed, you can have that conversation with them and your equipment is still ready to go if you actually did miss something. Always have a plan. Have a plan for the employee. Make sure your notes are detailed. Make sure that you yourself have taken a good look at the house before they arrive, and make sure that they know what they are doing. So when they get there, they can start, and they can start with a plan in mind.